What's up, MMA fans? I am super excited for my next guest, Mr. Sugar Rashad Evans, a UFC Hall of Famer and a former light heavyweight champion. Rashad, thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I know you're very busy. You just came from your hit off of CBS HQ. So how are you liking the broadcasting side to things?
I love it. You know, it's challenging, and it challenged me in the right way. You know, fighting was one of those things that was such a physical and mental challenge, and this challenged me in a different kind of way, but it allows me to stay close to the sport without taking any punches.
And is it pretty convenient considering everything's remote right now, so you don't have to like travel to the set, you're just doing everything from the comfort of your own home?
Yeah, I love that. I love that, honestly. I think that's probably the best thing about, you know, everything that's happened with this pandemic is the fact that it's made working at home a reality, and, you know, working at home and being able to just have the comfort at home and being able to just hop in a room and, you know, do a hit and be able to be done after that, that's priceless.
And I know you've been doing a lot of work with Morning Combat as well, so you're always just staying on top of the UFC, MMA world in general. How excited are you for your boy Kamaru getting ready to defend his belt once again?
I'm really excited for Kamaru, man. I think that, you know, he has a tough fight ahead of him. You know, with Gilbert, you know, they know each other for so long. They've trained together for so many years. They were on the Ultimate Fighter show together. And, you know, they had a lot of growing together. And, you know, when you grow with somebody like that in the camp, it's really hard to, you know, to turn around and fight them. You know, you can do it, but at the same time, it's a different kind of fight because it's a physical one that kind of pulls at your heartstrings a little bit.
And also another fight that is doing that, there's not as much bad blood in the Poirier versus McGregor the second time around. Do you have any predictions about that fight? I know you just got done talking about it, but...
This is going to be a good fight, man. I think that Conor McGregor will get the win in this fight. I think, you know, just because of the fact that the left hand is dynamite. He got some heat in it, and it's super accurate. And with Dustin Poirier, he's been fighting so many wars lately, and I think that when you have so many wars that he's been in, and now you're fighting a guy like Conor McGregor who can hit really good and who can really force you to fight at his range, I think it's just a matter of time before he lands that big shot. And we know that Dustin gets hit, so I don't know if he's going to be able to handle that power.
And we just mentioned a little bit about the Ultimate Fighter. When you think about your days, and you were a coach on the Ultimate Fighter, and I think that was a season with Kimbo Slice. Yeah. His birthday's coming up on February 8th. Do you have any like memories of him and Rampage, I guess, going at it?
You know, Kimbo was one of the nicest guys, one of the nicest, sweetest guys that was on the show, and it was such a surprise because you wouldn't think that just looking at him, you know. But when you got a chance to speak to him, you know, he was such a student, and there was one point even after he lost his fight, he was going to even come on our team just so he can learn. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't end up happening, but. It was just his willingness to want to learn, to want to put himself in the fire. You know, that's one thing I always remember about Kimbo is the fact that he was a humble giant. You know, no matter, you know, he had a huge success with his YouTube. You know, his backyard brawling. You know, he was a huge success with that and a huge popularity from that. But despite all that popularity, he was one of the humblest dudes.
That's so awesome to know. And you were such a soft-spoken guy. It's honestly really shocking just knowing your background. Not to get all Alex in Wonderland on you, but you've done a few podcasts talking about how you really appreciate alternative medicine. When was that step into taking that world, and how did that affect your outlook on life?
I got into alternative medicine like once I was really like towards the end of my career, and I was just kind of faced with a lot of questions, and I didn't really know what I wanted out of my life. And, you know, turning to alternative medicine, to plant medicine, it allowed me to just have perspective. And that's all we need in life sometimes is perspective. But when you're in the moment, you don't have the perspective because enough time hasn't passed. So with the alternative medicine, it allowed me to get that perspective without having too much time pass.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. On AW Sports, Rashad Evans will put you to sleep, but he'll also keep you woke. I want to thank you so much for taking the time. I'll be posting this on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. This is Rashad Evans, UFC Hall of Famer, and I'm Alex Wendling. See you next time.